Hi, it's day 13 of the 60-day video challenge. Hi, this is Fran Gourdet, creator of atruehomebusiness.com. Today I want to talk to you about vocabulary. Various industries, trades, different places and environments have different vocabularies. Nobody knows what you're talking about unless you're in that trade. Some people refer to it as shop talk, maybe. For example, I remember my first job. I was 17, fresh out of high school, and I worked for a building manager. And one day he'd asked me to type up some letters. They were individually, not all at the same time. And he'd say, type them up, and then make sure so-and-so gets it and do it by hand. And by the third time he came out, noticing how I was doing it, he asked me, how come every time I ask you to do these letters, you actually write out the addresses on the envelopes instead of typing them? Well, I thought that was a silly question. I said, because you asked me to do it by hand. Well, I'm 17. I don't know any better. That's what I was taught in school. I thought he was adding a personal touch. Turns out what he really wanted me to do was to have it hand delivered by messenger. So that was one thing. I learned that talk. Anyway, the word that we want to remove from your vocabulary is can't. There's no such thing. It really doesn't exist. I know some people will argue with me, but I want you to consider being honest with yourself and figuring out what you really mean when you say I can't. It's one of two things. One, you don't know how. Or two, you don't want to. We'll deal with the answer to the first one. It's very simple. If you don't know how, you can learn. There's Google and YouTube and, of course, good old-fashioned library to get information that you need. So I want you to consider, when you're saying, I can't do something, be honest with yourself. Is it because you really can't? Or is it because you just don't know how? Or worse, you just don't want to? Well, this is Fran Gourdet of atruehomebusiness.com signing off and wishing you peace, blessings, and abundant joy.